The RMS Titanic was a marvel of early 20th century engineering, built by Harland and Wolff in Belfast, Ireland, under the Order of the White Star Line. With J. Bruce Ismay as its chairman and Thomas Andrews as the ship's chief designer, the Titanic was the largest and most luxurious ship of its time, measuring 882 feet long and weighing over 46,000 tons. Equipped with opulent amenities like swimming pools, Turkish baths, grand staircases, and lavish first-class cabins. Launched in 1911 and embarking on its maiden voyage on April 10, 1912, from Southampton, England, it was bound for New York City with stops in Cherbourg, France, and Queenstown, now Cobh, Ireland. Commanded by the experienced Captain Edward John Smith on what was meant to be his final voyage before retirement, the Titanic carried 2,240 people, including 1,317 passengers, around 900 crew members, and 109 children, among them millionaires like John Jacob Astor IV, hopeful immigrants, and entire families chasing new lives in America. Despite multiple iceberg warnings, the ship sailed near top speed at 22.5 knots through the icy Atlantic. On the night of April 14, 1912, at 11:40 p.m., lookouts spotted an iceberg, but it was too late to avoid collision. The iceberg tore through Titanic's starboard side, breaching 5 of its watertight compartments. Thomas Andrews assessed the damage and confirmed the ship would sink within hours. With lifeboats for only about half on board and disorganized evacuation procedures, chaos ensued as passengers scrambled for survival, with crew enforcing a women and children first policy. By 2:20 a.m. on April 15th, the Titanic had split into and disappeared beneath the ocean, claiming over 1,500 lives in the frigid darkness. Only 705 people survived, rescued by the RMS Carpathia under the leadership of Captain Arthur Rostron, who navigated through dangerous ice fields to reach the lifeboats. Survivors included Margaret Molly Brown, who helped row her lifeboat and comfort others. Carpathia arrived in New York on April 18, 1912, where the world waited in grief and disbelief. The tragedy led to major reforms in maritime safety, such as the requirement for enough lifeboats for all passengers, 24/7 radio communication, and the formation of the International Ice Patrol. Titanic remained lost until its wreck was discovered on September 1, 1985, by Dr. Robert Ballard, lying 12,500 feet beneath the ocean surface, about 370 miles off the coast of Newfoundland. The ship's remains are now protected under international law, and visits are limited due to the wreck's fragility. Today, Titanic's story endures not just as a tale of a doomed ship, but as a symbol of human ambition, error, and courage. It is remembered through books, documentaries, films, and memorials around the world, continuing to move hearts and minds over a century later, a haunting legacy that still whispers from the deep. If you've made it this far, then this journey means something to you. So, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button like it's your destiny. Like this story if it moved you. Share it with those who need an escape. And leave me a comment, because your voice matters here. This is just the beginning.